everybody, my name is Dinnell with Remax West Coast and the Dinnell Real Estate Group, and here we are on Amazing Richmondites, and I have Shari. She's a speech language pathologist, am I right with that?
That is correct.
And you've been doing this since 1994.
Yeah, 27 years.
27 years, and you've been, how long have you lived here in Richmond for?
Off and on for 27 years.
Off and on for 27 years.
A couple years in Vancouver and
I think when we spoke originally, you had come out from the East Coast, is that correct?
Exactly. I did my studies in Ontario and in Quebec, but I grew up on the prairies.
And okay, wow. Now, being here in Richmond now, you've started a company that I'll let you explain. So what are you doing here in Richmond exactly?
Okay, so Advantage Speech Language Pathology is a group of speech language pathologists. We are providing services mostly in Richmond, but we're also across the province, a lot in the Lower Mainland, Fraser Valley, but now with Zoom, we're all over the province as well. We see clients all across the spectrum. My youngest one right now is 12 months of age, and my oldest one is in her 80s. So we really see clients of all ages and all different kinds of communication needs.
And what type of communication needs are we talking about? Is this like with people with stuttering problems and maybe some other issues when they're younger? Can you maybe explain about that?
Okay, it really varies.
Okay,
so
it does.
With the really little guys, we would be dealing with early language, a lot of parent coaching, a lot of parent training kinds of situations. When they start to get older, it's a lot of dealing with language delays, communication delays, delays with the speech sound production, stuttering, voice issues, kids who need augmentative alternative communication, so other means to communicate. We have lots of kids on the autism spectrum disorder, kids with fetal alcohol syndrome. We have lots of acquired brain injuries, head injuries, a lot of neurological cases. And then once we move into the adults, we would also be dealing with the same kinds of things, but more strokes, dementias, Parkinson's, foreign accent modification, stuttering, vocal issues, gender affirming therapy, lots of different things.
I just opened up a can of worms on how much you do, didn't I?
Yeah, and that's just part of it. And there's the feeding and the swallowing and all of the oral myofunctional issues and tongue thrusts and tongue ties, and yeah, I could go forever.
Wow, okay. Now, Shari, tell us something interesting about yourself that maybe somebody doesn't know out there watching.
Oh boy, okay. Well, I've recently become the chair of our national association. So Speech, Language and Audiology Canada. So yeah, I became chair back in June of this year.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So Advantage SLP has been around for a few years now. When did you start it and how did it come to fruition?
So it started back in 2003. At the time, I was actually working in the hospital system with two very young children, and I needed a job that gave me a bit more flexibility, so decided just to dabble in private practice at that time. And it very quickly increased to become a full-time position, and then our team just started to grow and grow and grow and grow. We are now at about 23, 24 therapists.
Wow.
4 assistants, about a dozen volunteers, 4 admin staff. So just over the years, it just keeps growing.
So now you've just recently said that you've been elected a chair, and have you guys been awarded awards out there? I think you have.
Yep. So in 2018, we decided to join the Richmond Chamber of Commerce. In 2019, we were awarded the Small Business of the Year with the Chamber of Commerce.
Nice work.
2020, we were finalists for the categories of Business Leadership and Workplace of the Year. And 2021, we are also finalists for those same 2 categories. So Workplace of the Year and Business Leadership. So we'll see what that brings in November.
Amazing. Well, great work. So if people are struggling and need help, how can they reach out to you, and what's the best course of action to maybe get the help needed?
So usually the best way to get us is via email, which would be admin@advantageslp.com. If you want to reach me personally, then please do so at Shari, SHARI, @advantageslp.com, or you can always call our office 604-370-2757.
Perfect. And you guys are located in beautiful Steveston, is that correct?
We are in Steveston. We've been there for the past 7 years now, in Steveston. Prior to that, I was just working out of my house.
Okay.
But as we continue to grow and expand, we were located just above the subway on Chatham Street.
All right, okay. I actually just saw you there, or saw your location there the other day when I was showing a property across the street. So there we go.
Okay.
Now, what sets you guys apart? Like, I'm assuming there's probably a lot of different options out there, and for people, what sets you guys apart from maybe your competition or somebody else is doing what you guys are doing?
I think just in terms of the variety that we're seeing. So there's some really amazing therapists out there. Our office tends to service people from across the whole age span. So at any given day, we can be seeing clients anywhere from infancy to geriatrics, whereas a lot of other practices might be more subspecialized. We have a real big variety of therapists with lots and lots of different languages. So we're able to service clients in, I believe it's 13 different languages right now.
Wow. Now you're saying very young kids.
Yeah.
Is there some signs, because maybe having children at a young, or having children who are young, maybe not looking at those signs? How do you know, like, what to look for a kid who maybe might need some help with some speech therapy?
Okay, well, it really depends what age we're talking about. I would be happy to give you one of my handouts to talk about what you would expect at each of the different milestones. So I'm regularly an invited speaker to talk to the various different preschools, for example, on what you would expect at the different age groups at 12 months, at 18 months, at 24 months, at 3 years, at 4 years, at 5, etc. So when those milestones at the different age levels are not met, that would be a good time to contact a speech pathologist, or there's certain things to watch out for in terms of problems with the voice or problems with stuttering. It's a pretty broad question.
It is, but is there information on your website that they can pull off?
Yeah, there's absolutely information, and I'd be happy to send some information to you or to people who are watching this if they have specific questions at the different age groups.
Okay, that's great, awesome. So you've heard it here. If you need information, make sure you get to their website, and I'm assuming there's something they can download from there. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's information on our website. I highly recommend checking out Speech, Language and Audiology Canada for some good information out there for all the different age groups and all the different kinds of disorders. Speech and Hearing BC provides some really good information, as do our counterparts across the border, the American Speech and Hearing Association. Okay. So I would go to those as reputable sources and watch out for Dr. Google.
Yeah, exactly, right? I think there's been a lot of people looking out for Dr. Google these days, and getting some maybe misinterpreted information. So, well, I really do appreciate you coming out here. Who is this little guy? You brought this little guy here today. So who is this guy?
So this little guy is Marty the Moose.
Marty the Moose, okay.
Marty the Moose. So about a year ago, we had a little contest going where we brought in 5 little toys into our office, and we had a little Facebook blitz with name the animals.
Okay.
And so this guy was named Marty.
Marty, well, I appreciate you bringing me Marty. I think my dog may have some fun with Marty over the next little while. Now, what does it mean to you? What does it mean to be a Richmondite?
I knew that one was coming.
It was coming, yes.
So, for me, being a Richmondite is being part of a really small, loving, caring community within the context of a big urban mega center. So it's a great place for me to build a business and raise a family and get to know my neighbors, where we all seem to be looking out for each other. But if I want the hustle and the bustle of the big city, it's only a stone's throw away. Exactly. We do have it all around here, don't we, right? So, well, thank you so much for coming by and sitting down with me today. And I hope if anybody out there needs the help, reach out. I know we've dealt with you guys personally, and you guys have been great. So please reach out if you need the help, and Shari will be able to help anybody out there, I'm assuming, that needs help with speech. Yeah, my pleasure. Awesome. Thanks, Chris. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.